What is up, guys? We are live with a monster matchup. I don't mind admitting, I've been looking forward to this one. FA, we've all watched it. You guys was here with me, watching on YouTube, watching on Twitch. They got a massive win in the Mulan Cup. They were superb. Now then, what can they do to the world champions, to NAVI, to Queen Walkers? Now let's find out. First of all, it's going to be Camille on defense, and Gaku is going to kick us off with a wooden walk into the Super Bowlers. Obviously, he can't use E-Titan. He can actually. That's not true. My bad, he can use E-Titan. Sorry. The picks and the bans, both teams picked the Hound. Obviously, Navi banned the E-Titan. FA banned the Golem here. Little bit of an interesting pick. Trying to catch out some of those funky things that Navi like to do with the Golems. Honestly, I feel Yeti still might have been a better pick, but hey, let's see if FA have a reason for it. Now, even though they banned the Golem, the Ice Golem is still fine. It's a different troop. So yeah, you don't get to ban all Golems. You don't get to ban the Ice Golem as well. Forwards we go. Baby Dragon just doing work in between here. King sets up the funnel over on the left. Again, that Baby Dragon avoiding the air defense. It's amazing that even these little details, the pro players are so on top of. You don't put your Baby Dragon right into an air defense. Let's just say that. Super Minions trying to do us a bit of work coming out of the CC. But again, our Queen right in the mix there, handling them quite nicely. And Healers trying to keep these Super Bowlers moving. Now then, are we going to turn back round? Are we coming back inside for that jump? Are the Healers going to keep our Super Bowlers moving? And the answer is yes. Final Rage is down. And we're going to blast through this Town Hall. It won't last long with the Queen and those Super Bowlers. Boom, damage done. Forwards we go. Yetis on the right, doing what they can. Not much, I'll be honest with you, not much, but they're just adding a little bit. The big key now is, will this Queen survive? Will this champion survive? Oh, Gaku, so patient with the ability there from the champion. But the Queen has dropped, and this champion ain't going to finish this base. It's always hard to finish this kind of base. We've seen similar stuff where you go long across the middle, but when you get to that Town Hall, it wipes out your ground troops. Now, if your King survives, or if the Yetis survive on a side, sometimes you can make it work with the champion. But a naked champion on her own just doesn't have the firepower to get through. And Camille, with a very well-placed King on that back end, making sure that he stops anybody who tries to get through. We've got a defense out of the gate, and for you blackers, for you people that said FA could get this done, starting with a defense is the best way forwards. It's going to be decent percent. It's Gaku. We expect that. So we're looking at 86, 87, 88. I think we stop at 88. I don't think that wizard could get any more. Even if he could, I think he's going to run out of time. Again, he's got a better beard than me. So I don't know. I might have to bow down to his wisdom. But it should be 88 and done here. Not a terrible hit. Decent setup. But just wiped out in that Town Hall compartment. But let's go. Our first attack for FA. Obviously, the best defense in the world only counts if you can convert into offense as well. Sinforas is going to step up. Like I said, these guys, they continue to impress me. I don't want to overhype them, but I'm telling you now that if the World Championships was kicking off tomorrow, these guys would be in with a good shot of a golden ticket. They really are the real deal. We've seen them pick up some big wins. I'm looking forward to see what they can do in TAICOC Cup in just a week's time. Welcome to the stream as well over there on Twitch. Great to see you. Obviously, a couple of new faces on there. If you are new, please do feel free to press that follow button. Give it a bit of hype over there on Twitch, as well as over on YouTube as well. Queen going to take that Hound. Nice and slow. Nice and steady. Allows me to talk more. That's even better. We've got Karina, the artist, over here on Twitch. I say the artist like it's a bad thing. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. I just like to shout out the fact that she does some awesome artwork for the Clash of Clans community, especially with Lotus. And word on the street is, I say word on the street, word on my Discord DMs is, maybe doing a bit of work with one of these teams as well. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that yet. We'll find out. Sinforas is going in from FA. And let's see what we can do. Nice little clear at the start. You see the air defense is still up, but obviously we don't have healers, so we don't really care. It's absolutely fine. As long as that Queen can get back round the corner and just finish it off on the way through, so that way we don't have to deal with it later on. She does. Great job by her. Actually allows the King and the Ice Golem to get a bit further ahead. I even like that. Obviously not on purpose, but hey, we'll take it. It's not a problem. Now then, first small problem. Our King charging to the outside. Again, not a big problem, but bit of a waste. Man, I look at this and I sit there and I think, could we not have brought an extra wall breaker here? Man, an extra wall breaker. We could have blasted through. I think our heroes might have overperformed a little bit here. Because with an extra wall breaker, we could have smashed this middle. Let's see what Sinforas can do. Let's see if he's still got enough to get through. Hound pops on that back end quite early there. Doesn't really do too much other than take the traps. Remember, we do have quite a bit of hero power because of how this one's played out. Oh boy, do we take some damage in that middle. That champion forced into the shield. The shield was superb. Boom, 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 and boom. Really helps clear those buildings. But is it enough to get us through? Let's see. Look at that enemy queen in the middle. Finally, the minions and pups get there. It's our queen that needs to finish this off. Time's ticking down. There's also an enemy king on this back end. What's this ice golem doing? Little bit too late for him, I'll be honest with you. He might help freeze. I'm not sure here. Minions, great job. 96. Come on, minions. We've got this pad. We've got this pad. No, we're going to have to fight our way through the king first. 98. Oh my days, 5 seconds. Come on, queen, shoot. 99. One shot. One shot. Oh, Warden. What a legend. That was right on 3 minutes. I actually thought he hadn't fired, but he zapped off and he just, and I do mean just, got that pad down. Oh, wow. Man, that's a nervy one, man. If I'm nervy and I'm only streaming, Sinforas must have been sweating. But it is a triple, and FA take the lead. Here we go. Stars steps up. Navi needing something now. Needing to get themselves back into the game. You guys on YouTube, please do. Give it some love in there. Give some hype for the amazing hit there. Super close, let's be honest. But it did get it done. Red Mine wipes out our pups on this Hound entry. Let's see what our super wizards can do. They're off to the races. They're blasting. They're doing damage. They're looking to snipe that queen as well. Are they going to get a no? They path away. Fair enough. I was curious if they were going to go and get the queen, but they've decided not to. And they went down quite quickly there. He sort of backed out of that one. Decided it wasn't worth another invisibility. He's got the full CC pull. Stars here not wanting to go overboard with it. He got the targets that he needed. Set up the pivot that he wanted. And most importantly, got those CC troops out. We've got Shadow in the chat. He thinks that Navi aren't going to get this one back now. It's a little bit early to say that. Let's see if Big Stars can get a triple and spice this one up even more. Let's find out. Let's find out. You need a tidy emote, says bro. That would be cool. That would be good. I agree. Clutch ice column, says Rich. Indeed. What was the ice column even still doing alive at that stage? Really caught us off guard on that one. Nevertheless, Stars is in for Navi here. King's going to clear the outside, turn that queen to the inside, which means she will step forward into the Tesla. More importantly, step forward into the queen. But look at this ice golem. Great job distracting there. And that allows our queen to casually take it down. Why does Stars make these things look so easy? It almost frustrates me. But he easily takes down that enemy queen. Great job there. And now she hooks back round. Again, straight where we're meant to be. Different level. Create a code, Adam. It must be. That's my only explanation there. Very tidily done. And that queen gets straight inside. Takes down all of the buildings in that compartment. Obviously, King's had to use his Phoenix. Queen has had to pop her ability. Do we try and do anything sneaky here to get this queen inside? We invisibility. It's genius. Oh, it really is. Look at the value. The Eagle. The multi-inferno. Does he invis again? He doesn't have another one. He could freeze. Oh, but that X-Ball with the multi decides not to. Oh, wow. He's still got the Eagle, though. One invisibility for the Eagle. Cracking value. Stars knew exactly what he was doing there. Great job. Now then, can this champion get forwards fast enough? Mess up this sweeper. Mess up this multi-inferno. And allow us to get through. Couple of loons feeding in on the right here. Now, we really don't have much air force here. Especially with that enemy champion. Baby Dragon's in. I feel like we're on dregs here. We're trying to get it done with just such a small number of loons. And with that scatter shot dropping bombs on us, we're in trouble. Warden, he's not retargeted. There's not enough weight in the troops. So he's sat there blasting storages. No, Warden, that's not what we want. It's going to be a defense. It is going to be a defense here. And FA have got 2 defenses and a triple. Oh, we could be in for something here. It could be happening. Tony Gunn could be singing and dancing round his room right now. Here we go. Spang is stepping up. Lots of yellow defenses over there on Twitch. Lots of defenses over there on YouTube as well. You guys are awesome. I love the support that you're putting in there. We've got Spang stepping up. Denmark. I'm not allowed to call them German. Denmark stepping up here. Ready for the Queen charge into the Lalo. Obviously got that Flame Flinger selected. I keep telling you guys, if you get to Town Hall 15 and you don't know what to do, learn how to use the Flame Flinger. Everything else will come together from there. We have 36 likes already on YouTube. If you want to see more of the World Champions, if you want to see more of the best teams on Clash of Clans, please do. Press that like button, press that subscribe button, and I'll try not to disappoint you. Let's go, Spang. Let's see what we can do. Queen blasting through that storage. You see, very low on health here from Spang, but he really is patient with that rage. I wouldn't have been that patient. I'd have been dropping that in a flash. I'd probably drop 2 just to be on the safe side. Spang, much better player. Very tidy at the start here. And off we go. Invisibility Tower really doesn't affect him at this stage. He's got through the Town Hall. That was job done. And obviously actually keeps that Queen a little bit further away. I don't think he's going to be too upset with that one. Interesting freeze there. Freezes up the Monolith, but also catches the Hound. Now then, that Hound is surely going to be the next target. It is. With the rage, we take it quickly. We need this poison to do some work. We're surely going to need one more spell here, I would think. I feel like we need another spell just to get that Monolith down. Let's see. Wallbreaker leaps in. Gets us open there. Queen's on that Monolith. Stop it. That Queen can't do that. Wow. That's the power of the Unicorn there. If that Unicorn's dead, that Queen takes too much damage. But with the healers and the Unicorn, it's enough for him to get through the Monolith. Again, I still feel Creator Code Adam could be in play. But it's a great kill. And look at this Queen powering through. Uses the invisibility outwards into a rage. Slight mistake with the invisibility. It doesn't quite clip the healers. But obviously the champion comes over with Diggy to stop that multi. It's all part of the plan. We on about Adam. That was all part of the plan. Forwards we go. Loons into that middle section. That pushes the Queen a little bit higher. Scatter shot. Enemy Queen. Last 2 big targets. And check this out. Our Yetis from the Flame Flinger have gone and engaged the Queen. They've tied her up. And that minion is making all the difference there. He's helped take down the Queen. Wow. What a minion. That guy deserves an MVP by himself. But this is a super attack. In every way. That Queen charge was splendid. Perhaps it's not the biggest Queen charge we've ever seen, but in terms of what he took down and how he took it down, it's absolutely amazing. The Lalo was very, very good. Flame Flinger did great work, and that little minion, I'm shouting him out. Let's go, minion. We've got a second triple for FA. And here we go. Bernal steps up. Bit of pressure on him now. Now, this is the only guy on the NAVI team that can justify that he likes the time of this war. It is it 4:30 or 3:30 over in Brazil right now? A nice afternoon war for him. So Bernal's got to be in love with this. Queen Walkers might not be. NAVI, the Japanese guys, might not be. But Bernal's got to love this one. And he needs to get a triple. We really need something from NAVI here. Otherwise, they could be left behind in this war. And they might already have to start thinking about that bottom bracket. Let's see what we can do. It's going to be a Queen charge into the Hogs. We've got some piggies. We've got some Hogs on this one. Bernal flexing his skills. We all know his Queen Charge Lalo is legendary. But I'll be honest with you, with Queen Charges as good as he does, he could do a Queen Charge Barch and it would still work. So let's see what he could do with this one. I love those couple of archers just coming in behind, cleaning up those pups, speeding everything up for his Queen, and obviously making sure she doesn't take any steps in the wrong direction. All very tidy. Forwards we go. Notice how he keeps sending his Hogs over the top here, looking for that early CC pull, looking to make sure that no traps are going off, even distracting a few things away from the Queen as well, so that way she's got a much easier ride when we get to this invisibility tower, this town hall, this monolith. It's all part of the plan here, and it is a plan that's working quite well for him. Forwards we go. There's that freeze and the rage, and that's enough to take the town hall before the invisibility tower goes off. He timed that absolutely to perfection. Well played by Bernal. The number of people we see make mistakes with those town hall kills is huge, but not our man Bernal. Team Brazil represented here. However, that Queen's taking huge damage herself, and she has to pop that ability. Now then, can she get inside to this final monolith and finish it off? We've got a rage. He decides not to use it. Wow, that's a really big call there by Bernal. He could have raged there and obviously kept his queen going a little bit longer, but he chose not to. Instead, he rages the hogs, rages the champion, and he's going to rely on these boys and girls to get it done. Is it enough? Raged hog makes it to the monolith. Warden is there as well. He's throwing some zaps in there. There's 8 more hogs. There's a dragon rider. He's definitely cleared the defenses. We've got plenty of cleanup. Man, that is a massive call from Bernal there. I thought for sure he was going to rage his queen, allow her to take the monolith, but he felt there was more value on the champion and the hogs, felt the queen was done anyway, and he's absolutely right. There's the proof on the screen. When you're wondering, was he right? The question is, are there 3 stars on the screen? Yes, there are, and NAVI might be back into it. And here we go. Our man Camille is in. Let's see what he can do. Again, quite a few of these guys do come by on Twitch. A lot of you will have seen them in the Twitch chat. They're a very social, very good group of guys. Let's see what they can do on this one. Camille going to set us up for a Queen Charge Dragon Rider. Now then, this is a tough strategy to execute. If it's on the right base, it's brilliant. It really is. However, you've got to make sure that those Dragon Riders don't take too much early damage. If they find a black mine or a couple of early black mines, it can rip them apart. Equally, if you miss one key defense, like an air defense, like a monolith, your raid is over. There's no recovery for them. So you've got to set it up absolutely spot on. Is that Eve Mark? Indeed, Defunds. That is the world famous Eve Mark. You're absolutely right. We're up to 48. Come on, get me to 50 likes. I'm begging you. Let's get to 50 likes. We had some YouTube problems earlier today, so I'm trying to make up for them. Lovely job with the goblins. No, it's not. No, it's not. We've not got the town hall. Oh, never. Now he's had to switch very quickly. We've got the battle drill going in. Phases that queen as well. Everything happening at once. This is the defense that NAVI needed. Look at Bernal. He's going for MVP here. He's hit the triple. And surely this is going to be a defense as well. His Dragon Riders start up. You can see there, he's had to sacrifice his CC, including the battle drill, just to make up for that town hall. The goblins did not quite get there. It's going to be a big defense. Now, obviously, we're still hoping for 2 stars here. It shouldn't be a 1 star, but this percentage is going to throw this war completely. FA will have the advantage. They're still a star to the good, but obviously they're going to be way behind on percentage, I think, because I don't think this is going to be high. And obviously, if NAVI can find a triple and another defense, they are back in it, this upper bracket. Oh, it's entertaining. It really, really is. Let's see what Camille could do. 62's looking for every number he can get. Champion's going to fight her way through those ice golems. She does have the shield, so she will get a little bit more. I will say Camille, very patient here, and he is just working out every single building he can get. Again, you can see currently NAVI are 74% in front in terms of buildings, in terms of percentage. So because of that, what FA are going to do here is get 74%. They're going to get everyone they can. So maybe that percentage isn't going to play as much as I just said. Man, well played by Camille. This could easily have been a lot less. He could have lost his cool here and tapped out at 55, 60. Instead, he's racked up 77. I'm genuinely quite impressed here. Are those wall breakers going to be enough just to get that one more? Were they wall breakers? They might have been bombs. Not sure what they were. No, they were wall breakers. But no, we're going to tap out at 77. But I still think that's quite impressive. No, 78. Go, Archer. Go on, little Archer. Take those shots. 78%. Up he steps. Big consumer now, man. This war, when those first 2 triples went in with the defenses, we're all sat there thinking, okay, FA are going through to the upper bracket final. Now Bernal's triple. Now Bernal's got a big defense. And now we're a bit more open-minded. Now we're sat here looking at this war thinking, okay, anything could happen. And let's see if it will. In goes Kazuma here on that right-hand side. King with the Queen, with the Warden, with the log launcher. Full send. Let's do a big kill squad style attack here. Straight into this base. Look at the value of this log launcher already. Doing damage to the monolith. Already throwing those logs through and doing damage to that multi-inferno. Opening up the walls. Torn there. Helping us get through. Man, he's cleared through very nicely. Heroes will path away. This was always intended here. And now those Yetis can come out. And ideally, they're going to finish off the Eagle. That's where they want to be. Will they get there? Let's see. The answer might be no here. And the reason is, why is the reason? We've got an E-Titan in that mix. We've got an E-Titan. Oh, I was just checking a few. Yeah, it's the other team. Yeah, I was just going to say there's an E-Titan ban, but the E-Titan is the other way. Man, I thought that CC was going to get to the Eagle, and it didn't. We had an E-Titan rather than the Yetis. That might have been a mistake. Now, it did deal with the CC, and maybe Kazuma thinks that that was worthwhile. Thinks that the E-Titan dealing with the CC was the value that he needed. Let's see if he's right. Queen's going to have to turn around just quickly, deal with those skellies. Take some Eagle shells as well. They certainly sting. Let's see if that Queen can keep going. She's back up to full health. Don't worry, Adam. Don't panic yourself. It's Kazuma. We're absolutely fine. Very early freeze there on the Inferno. I think he saw those Eagle shells targeting, and he didn't want to take any chances. Now then, Queen with the Rage. Is that enough to get the Inferno? It certainly is. Diggy with the reset. All of a sudden, there's not much base left here for this Lalo. He's already blasting through. Another great freeze allows him to get straight through onto the Town Hall. Oh, wow, let's see. Builders always win, says this is the base. He might have said Navi running, possibly. I'm sure they will tweak the traps if that is the case. But Kazuma seems to have this number marked here. This Queen charge has curved all the way round. Now it's back into the middle of the base. Remember, she's got ability. Even if he doesn't have that freeze, he's got ability. Oh man, he's all over this. Plenty of time left. Swag spells. This is all kinds of triple. This might even be 4 stars. It's that good. Wow, that is an absolute crush. We've got minions everywhere. Just checking for cleanup. Remember, Susie Gaming is streaming this war. The jinxers could be happening. We're not going to allow it, though. We're the anti-jinx, and we get it done here. It is going to be a massive 3-star Kazuma. Absolute perfection. Those freezers were superb. That Queen charge was special. What a hit by Kazuma. And obviously now, for the first time in the war, they might take the lead. And here we go. Mark is in live. A few of you are very excited to see him. And here he is, live with his attack. And it's going to be Kazuma on defense. Let's go, Mark. And check this out. We are going with a Super Archer Blimp. Sometimes the pro players, even they want to go back to probably the most basic attack at Town Hall 15. But if the base calls for it, then that's what we'll do. Now again, we're looking for the base on this one. I suspect that Navi weren't expecting a Super Archer Blimp from FA, and that might have played into their thinking here. Rocket loons clearing the path, clearing all those buildings, which is great, but also they're checking for traps there. We know that area is now safe, and forwards we go. Blimp getting ready to drop down. There it goes. CC comes out. Do we have an archer position? Do we have somebody dragging them away? We certainly do. Of course we do. Don't worry, Adam. This is FA. They've got it covered. And out we go. Let's count some buildings. I saw an expo going down. Always a good start. Second expo taken down. Lovely. Turns round. Storage. Nobody cares. Wizard Tower. That's better. Clan Castle has been pulled. Town Hall drops as well. Single target Inferno. Poison Tower. Poison might have been a Rage Tower. Apologies. It's a tower. Either way, it's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. Couple of collectors here. Man, it would have been so much nicer if these Super Archers would have just took a step down. Maybe took some shots into this middle. But still, decent value. He's going to be okay with that. Now then, what are we looking at here? The key is now, how are we going to play into this middle? What are we going to do? 2 multi-infernos sat in there with an air expo. Possibly too much for a champion to get through. So let's see what his decision is. Obviously, we're getting hit by some damage down on that bottom side, but the Ice Golem has helped slow everything down there. And obviously, if that Unicorn can get that Queen back up a bit, we'll be even happier. Flicks in a Headhunter just to help that King against the enemy champion. We've also got the Poison Lizard doing some nice work in there as well. And now more Headhunters. Timing is everything here. And you've got to say he's timed it really well as well. Clips that zone. That way the Headhunters will help on the King. He's also hoping that they might give us a bit of a boost against the Queen. And they do. Headhunters OP. And wow, he's ignored my advice. He's sending that champion into the middle. He thinks he's cleared enough here. Queen gets the Eagle. What I'm looking at is this Monolith. Phoenix, it has made the King invulnerable, and he's taking the hits from the Monolith. That's brilliant. It really is. Timing spot on here. There goes that shield. Champion, one more hit. No, she doesn't get it. The Monolith has prevailed. Queen, no worries, steps inside and gets it. Don't panic, Alan. Don't panic. The Monolith did survive, but the Queen was there. Last line of defense takes that one shot and takes it down. Now then, do we have enough to get through? There goes that Queen ability. We've got a Wizard Tower. It's the X-Ball that's hurting us. We've turned back round here. Wizard Tower down. Tesla down. Baby Dragon to the rescue with the Headhunter. Queen gets the X-Ball. Red Bind, we can handle it. Oh, wow. It comes down to the famous, the infamous Baby Dragon at the end. And it is going to be a triple. Wow, that was close though. That Baby Dragon, what a legend. What an MVP. We needed it. Without that, it would be over. But FA hit the triple. And here we go. Klaus steps up. Again, you guys, 53 likes on YouTube. Thank you so much. It's an evening stream. We don't do as many of these. So I really appreciate all the love over there on YouTube. You guys, you're absolutely amazing. Please don't think I don't appreciate every single one of you. All 54 of you. You're my favourite YouTube people, just so you know. We've got Klaus going in with this Queen charge. And he's going to try and set us up here for this big finale. A defense here from Mark. And realistically, FA should be going to the final. They should get there. Let's see what happens. Klaus powering through with that Queen. Cheeky little Barbarian just on that side. I presume checking for traps more than anything else. And there's that recall. Off we go. Queen's had enough. Really interesting recall here. And all he's done is move her just a few squares. Oh, I love it. So that Barbarian was checking for traps for the Flame Flinger. Klaus. He's recalled the Queen about 7 or 8 tiles. It's ridiculous. But it changes everything and sets him up now for that Flame Flinger. Sets him up now for that Queen. Love that Headhunter for the King. Again, that's just a genius use of 6 Truth. So much better than a freeze. So much better than an invisibility. And even better than a rage. So nicely done. I mean, obviously we step forward and finish that Queen as well. So tidy. It really is. Great start by Klaus. Now then. Recall spell. That was expensive. It was 2 extra spell spaces. Let's make sure that it does enough. But you've got to say, the lineup for this Flame Flinger looks brilliant already. And this Queen is already having fun. She's got a really nice area. She's taken down those outside heroes. What I'm interested in is this multi-inferno. Will the Flame Flinger take it down? Because if it does, that's going to protect the Queen's healers all the way around. And I think that's what he is looking for. Flame Flinger steps forward. Now it's taking shots into that multi. See our healers, they're close to it. We've got to be a bit careful. And obviously taking massive damage from the Monolith. Queen darts back inside. Incredibly though, keeps the healers away. CC coming out. Now then, this is the real damage. And this is a good setup from Mark. Making sure the CC and the Monolith engages at the same time. This is harsh to get through. We need to get that Monolith before we turn to the CC. And Klaus with a perfect Queen ability. He knew exactly what he was doing there to turn that CC away so he could get the Monolith first and then deal with the CC. Again, this is 200 IQ. This is the absolute highest level of Clash of Clans. There's only a few people in the world that understand it on anything like the level that Klaus does. And that was absolutely awesome from him again. The question is it enough now? 20 seconds. Is this Lalo too late? It feels like it, but prove me wrong, Klaus. Champion still going strong. We still have a Rage, which is powering those loons round. 11 seconds. So many buildings, minions on one storage. Queen coming round inside. It's time fail. It's going to be a time fail. He can't drop those loons fast enough because the mortar was still up. There's 5 buildings left, but he only needs about 2 or 3 seconds there. Oh, we've been denied. We've been denied. An incredible Queen charge from Klaus. Fascinating the way he mixed it up with that recall. But he just runs out of time. We feel robbed on that one. We really do. That might have been the best attack of the war. I'm not committed to that because both Kazuma and Banal were incredible as well. And now you can say, look how hungry the FA guys are. They're like, come on, boys. We're going to the final. Noah, all he needs to do is not do an Adam attack. If he can attack like any good player, this is going through to the final. Oh, this is intense. It really is. Time fail, but Klaus is still too good. Yeah, he's one of those guys that even when he fails, he makes you think that he's even better than we already thought he was. Bro said he's feeling those channel points. Tony Gunk, he's not even on the keyboard anymore. He's just dancing around his room saying, I told you so over here on Twitch. He was backing them all the way. And FA are this close to the upper bracket final here. Now, it's not over for NAVI. Even if they lose this war, they will be in the bottom bracket. They can still get through to the final via the bottom bracket, but obviously their task will get a lot harder. They wanted that extra life, and it looks like it's going away. If these super archers get the town hall, this should be job done, and they easily do. I'm not even going to say that was difficult. They had it perfectly covered. Look at them, just on the outside of the poison, right where we want them, where they're not taking damage. And he says they've done enough. More to the point, the fact that he's run out of spells says they've done enough. Have they done enough? I'm not sure here. I will admit, I suspect he wanted that monolith, maybe even the scatter as well. Might have wanted a slightly different position here. Can you just see where the traps have gone off? Just on the left, maybe 2 tiles. That might have been a better position for them. Hey, it's happened. We've got the 1 star already. We're even closer. We're even closer to the upper bracket final. Baby Dragon's going to help us finish off those puts, and Lava Hound again. FA, experts with the Baby Dragon, Wuxia, King Jeffrey, they would be proud of this. I'm proud of this. Let's go now. Queen setting off on that bottom side again. The reason he brings the Baby Dragon there is because even though we've got a Queen, we don't have a poison, and what we really want is this Queen on as high health as possible for as long as possible. When you don't have healers, you can't rely on a Queen naked defeating a Hound, so it's much better just to bring in a bit of support. That way you can keep your health higher that little bit longer. The Archer Blimps without the Warden use is so much better, says Bro. I kind of agree. I think once you've invested your Warden into it, it's a lot to go for, and then any slight thing goes wrong, that's it, it's rip. You cannot recover it. Whereas at least if you still have the Warden, you have a few options. Let's see what we can do. King moving through here. We've got the champion in that mix as well. Queen's had to pop her ability. She won't get much more. You can see why, because there's a monolith sat there waiting for her. There's an enemy Queen sat there waiting for her. Gaku's Queen pops our Queen pretty quickly there. Man, those heroes really starting to struggle. Lalo is in, but I'm pretty sure that we didn't get far enough here. And I think a lot of it is this monolith. I really feel like the blimp was meant to be just a little bit closer to the monolith, and that was one of the targets. We didn't get it. Obviously, it wipes out our Queen, it wipes out our Lalo, and it does give the defense. But you only have to have a quick look at the scores to know that Noah's 2 stars is more than enough. I get the feeling he went for this strategy knowing that the blimp would get the town hall. Even if it didn't, he could then full send the heroes. There were a variety of ways to finish this base off and get the win even without the triple. Noah, with a controlled attack, did what he needed to do, and they are going through. We'll show you here. They are going through with that victory to the upper bracket final. Well played by FA.